Hey everybody, One of Weezem here, 4:31 a.m. Here on Wednesday, December 11th. We just introduced Volcanic Eruptor. He looks pretty dadgum cool. I did remember to grab Lava Barf Eruptor from the pool table. This will be his first time on the portal, just like it was for Lava Barf Eruptor. We have, let me go in here, it was 4 and 26. I actually did remember that, amazingly. We're going to come into collection. Cycle over here to Skylander, 4 fire, 26 in the total collection. It should go to 27. Not sure if we'll see 5 or not register here, but this is what things look like right now on this screen. Are you kidding me? There you go. You got Sunburn lurking at the end there. So we're going to see what happens whenever we actually come in and add Lava Barf Eruptor. So with that said, we're going to back out of here, get back to the game. Here's one look at Volcanic Eruptor. He looks very menacing there in the official character artwork. My apologies, it's dark. You know, that's just what happened at this stage in the game. But you get a feel for him. That's kind of what his attacks look like. I want to do his eruption attack real quick. Just because I feel like, I don't know again if it's because it's night or what, but I feel like there's a lot more of like a dark red and black hue to that. So we're gonna go ahead and pull Volcanic Eruptor, and here comes Lava Barf Eruptor. Alright, as you can see, Series 3 indicated there. Plus 14. Wow, he's got totally different character artwork. He's kind of got like this, it almost looks like a crown. I'm assuming it's like an explosion behind him or something, but pretty cool. Let's get him right here. He seems a little slower. I know their speed's the same, but he does seem slower to me. Let's stand right here. I want to do that eruption and just see if it looks the same. Okay, it actually does, so I got excited for no reason apparently. Same with the flame balls, which I expected those to be the same. It's just the eruption looked really cool with Volcanic Eruptor. That said, let's go ahead and take a look at that eruption. This is, of course, his secondary attack. It essentially does 16 a few times. You can see a 24 if you play around with it enough. The Lava Lobs, his primary attack, you'll see a 26. I think sometimes you can like see a 39. Just sort of depends how things go. That said, we're going to come in here, take a look at his stats. Alright, as you can see, he's only been here a minute. This is his first time in the game for you. That 320 health is actually 290. This is Wednesday, so I'm getting a plus 30 on the health. Same stats, sadly, as Volcanic Eruptor. Nothing special for Volcanic. Speed 35, I will say, for whatever reason, Volcanic seemed faster to me. Maybe it's my imagination. Armor 18, pretty respectable box stock in this game. Critical hit 6, elemental power 29. Gonna back out of there. We're gonna take a look at his upgrades. Base primary attack, I showcased to you, Lava Blob. Press Y to lob blobs of lava at your enemies. Then we've got Eruption. Press A to erupt in a pool of lava that damages enemies all around you, and is exactly the same aesthetically as Volcanic Eruptor, despite my attempts earlier when I introduced Volcanic Eruptor to think that it was going to be different. Now, purchased upgrades number 1. Big Blob Lava Throw. Lava blobs get bigger and do increased damage. Then we've got Fiery Remains. This is kind of a unique feature here. Lava blobs leave behind pools of flame when they hit the ground. Obviously, I think enemies run through them. You know, it'll damage them a little bit. Eruption Flying Tephra is his 3rd purchased upgrade. Lava balls shoot out while performing the eruption attack. Now, we finally, at the last purchased upgrade before Path, get his tertiary attack. It is important, in my opinion. I like to use it as a precursor to the lava blobs as I approach enemies, and then kind of use it to set up eruptions with those two in conjunction. Kind of akin to Stump Smash, if anyone remembers that guy. He kind of had like Nutcrafter going on. Press X to spit out magma balls. Now, you get to a point where you have to pick a path. If you're a fan of the lava blobs, you're going to want to take this top path, which is Magmanner. Heavy duty plasma gets us started. Lava blobs bounce and travel farther. That to me is probably the most beneficial part of that entire path here. Second one is Lava Blob Bomb. Lava blobs explode and damage nearby enemies. And then we've got Beast of Conflagration. Lava blobs do increased damage in the form of a fiery beast. Now, if that's not your thing, or say that you got into it with Giants and you took Light Core, or you just had Series 2, you took him down Mag Manor, you might consider Vulcaner, or Vulcanor, however you would pronounce it. It begins with Quick Eruption. Takes much less time to perform an eruption attack. Kind of a big deal. Sort of see the same thing with Hex and her Storm of Skulls. Next one is Pyroximal Super Eruption. Eruption attack does increase damage. Then we've got what I think is really cool, and why I'm probably going to take Volcanic Eruptor down this path. Revenge of Prometheus. Eruption causes small volcanoes to form, shooting yet more lava balls. Now, speaking of lava balls, let's talk magma balls. We can go 3 with his Soul Gem. Shoot up to 3 magma balls at a time that do extra damage. Again, what I like to do, and a chapter that comes to my mind, Lava Lakes Railway is back from SSA. Particularly like the downhill runs, what I would do, I would use all 3 of these magma balls with a tertiary attack. I would run down behind them while throwing the lava blobs from the primary, and then I would use those in conjunction with one another to set up the eruption. Keep that in mind. You can kind of do that if you go Magmanor over Vulcaner. Everything helps out. Now this, when we introduced Volcanic Eruptor, sounds very interesting. As mentioned then, this sounds to me like a really bad 80s movie or something. Lava Barf 2, Barf Hard. I could literally see it. Press X to release magma balls, then hold X to eat them, and immediately barf them back for extra damage. So, not quite sure how it's going to work out, how much damage it's going to do. I do know it sounds interesting. I have high hopes for it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to check out. What we'll do now is take a look at his quest. Again, the first 6, essentially basic stuff here. Defeat 1,000 enemies, eat 15 pieces of fruit, don't take damage in non-story mode, win 10 PvP. I like this one. Max him out, get all the upgrades. That way, if you don't like his purchased upgrades, the first ones, you've actually got to go and get that Wow Pow, pick a path, and then, it could change your tune on the guy. Elementalist, this to me should be standard fare, 7,500 damage. Now, fire specific, defeat a total of 25 ice golems. Anytime you see an ice golem, do not hesitate to switch to a fire character. If you don't do it the first time through, you'll have to replay. Just giving you a heads up there. Bombardier, defeat a total of 30 enemies with bombs. And his personal quest, really not that difficult, eat 10 pizzas. Some of the characters pretty hard or time consuming just because of limited opportunities. Nice to have one here and there that's really simple like this. So what we'll do now, my phone kind of freaked me out, it seems excessively loud. I am not upgrading. I don't know what happened. I have a friend with a phone like mine. They did that upgrade to 4.3 on Android. The Galaxy S3 has this insane assistant. It's basically your flash. But on mine, that was an email, I guess. And so I got that little blue LED, it kind of flashes, real subtle, nothing crazy. If you do that update, I'm sure you can probably switch it. I just haven't had the time to mess with it. But your flash actually flashes as a notification for emails and texts by default, and that is incredibly stupid. If you're in a car at night, man, it's some intense light to have to be dealing with. Don't know what they were thinking there. Anyway, back to what matters. We're gonna go to no, we're not gonna go there. We're gonna go to Portal Master. No, we're not. We're gonna go to Collection. Okay, so 4 and 26 is what we wanted to remember. We're gonna slide over here to Skylanders. 5 fire, 27, so apparently it registers both of them. So it's kind of a shame Fire Kraken's there. I'd like to see him not interfere with our Eruptor. I'd like to see Eruptor on top of Volcanic Eruptor. Anyway, there's Volcanic Eruptor Special, and here of course is Lava Barf Eruptor Series 3. So we're going to come in here, read his bio. Slogan of course, Born to Burn. Eruptor is a force of nature hailing from a species that lived deep in the underground of a floating volcanic island until a massive eruption launched their entire civilization to the surface. He's a complete hothead, steaming, fuming, and quite literally erupting over almost anything. To help control his temper, he likes to relax in lava pools, particularly because there are no crowds. So that's our story there. Again, it's a bit redundant after doing Volcanic Eruptor, but we kind of want to do that, that way if you're searching for lava, barf, or volcanic, you can find a standalone video for either one. That said, we pretty well covered everything here. You should be really familiar with Eruptor at this point in time if you're a veteran of the game. Big draw again. You got the repos, and you've got the brand new Wow Pal. If you're not a fan of the repos, your incentive is that Wow Pal. So it is different, obviously, than Giants. He's got the same stuff otherwise, Soul Gem forward. So really looking forward to that one. It's got the potential kind of like a Ding Dong Ditch type thing with Hot Dog, in my opinion. Just something funny. Even if it doesn't do much more damage than, base attacks or something, it just sounds interesting. So I'll give it a go. We'll see what we think. As always, thank you for watching. This is kind of that target 10 to 12 minute thing I spoke of. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the blog, oneofweezem.com. Tons of Skylander stuff there. I think what I will do next, we'll probably introduce Rattleshake, and then we'll get into Free Ranger and the legendaries and kind of take it from there. So stay tuned for that, but again, probably going to see Rattleshake next. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch you back here in just a few seconds.